Okay guys, so today we are installing a NVX 200 amp relay BIR200 battery isolator. Now I've already got it installed, so what I did was I had to add another fuse to my system now. I also had to, first of all, guys, make sure you have all your tools right. Get all your tools ahead of time. You don't want to be running in and out of your house. Make sure you got flathead screwdrivers, Phillips screwdrivers, Allen wrenches, vise to clamp your terminal clamps. I also have these nice handy gadgets here. These are Harmony Audio 0 gauge terminal rings, but you use an Allen wrench. You just screw your screw right in and boom, you're good to go. Some of the wires I left because I already had them installed. I didn't want to have to take apart wires if I didn't have to. A lot of the wires I cut and had to redo all the wires. I did have to run another, I'll show you guys this close up in a second. I did have to run another ground wire to the relay, and I had a small ground wire at that. It's a 10 gauge ground wire, and I ran also a 10 gauge remote start for the isolator. So now the isolator comes in. Now I have 3 fuses on here also now too. I have the fuse up front from my main battery coming back here to the isolator. I'll show you all this in a second. And so the isolator then goes to another fuse from here. So this is the main battery. This goes to the auxiliary battery, and the auxiliary battery then goes to my amplifier. Also, the auxiliary battery goes to another fuse that then goes to my amplifier. So I have 2 fuses back here and a fuse up front, okay? And guys, like I said, make sure you get all your tools right. I used a small one of these for the terminals on there. I'll show you those in a second. I used a larger 15 millimeter for these bolts right here. This was a screw down for, this was a Phillips screwdriver, large Phillips screwdriver. So I used many different tools. I used a razor to cut my wire. I cut several strands of wire, several runs of wire, I should say. I also used this to cut my speaker wire. I use speaker wire for the, it's all OFC copper wire, but I used 10 gauge, and I used this to, it's very easy. You just put the wire in there where you want it, right here. If that's where you want to cut it, you press down, it holds it, strips it off, and you pull the strip right off. I tried to keep everything color-coded. Let me pull this down here so you guys can see what I did. I tried to keep everything color-coded. So my red is with red, my black is with black. All right, now here's the job that I did here. So here is, let me see if I can get the camera right. Okay, so here is my battery coming in. This wire right here. There's a fuse up front. I'll show you guys the fuse in a second. Then this is the battery going, or the isolator going out. So this one comes from the main battery. I'll show you the voltage in a second on the multimeter. They are different. And then I'll start the car and show you guys the voltage being the same. So this is the battery in from the front. There's a fuse up front. This goes to my secondary battery. There's another fuse right there. I have another fuse there. See it? Okay. So that one is going to here. That's going to here. And then this is going to this fuse. And then that fuse goes to my amplifier. This right here is a remote start. I color coded it red, so I would know. It doesn't really make a difference if you put the remote in the back or the front, it doesn't matter if you put the start on the left or the right. As long as you do one or the other, the isolator knows which one it's doing. It's basically, it's dummy proof, the isolator. So you could put your remote up here and put your ground back there. You could put your remote there and your ground up here. It doesn't make a difference. Same thing with this. You could put your battery in over here and put your battery or your isolator out right here. It doesn't make any difference. So let me get my multimeter set up. I'll get the camera reback set up and I'll show you guys the voltage, and then I'll show you guys the front, and then we'll start the car and show you guys the voltage again. All right guys, so welcome back. So I wanted to show you guys first the resting voltage on my car battery here. Okay, so let's go get that there. It's not going to stay. And get down here. So 12.65 volts. Let me see if I can get this to stay somehow. Okay, there we go. All right, I got it to stay. So the resting voltage is 12.65 volts. All right, and I got that hooked up to the battery there. That's the first fuse I have right there. All right, so we'll be right back. All right, guys, so I'm gonna go grab the multimeter. I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm going to put the multimeter right here so you guys can see. There's the multimeter. Alright, so now what we're looking for is on the battery in the same voltage that we've seen in the front. So 12.61, 12.62. Close enough, it was 12.65 up front. Alright, and now we're going to test the other battery's voltage, which is 13.02, and that's pretty good since this battery's brand new. I haven't charged it or anything since I got it. That's just from the factory straight up. So we'll be right back. I'm going to start the car up and we'll see what the voltage reads then. All right, we'll be right back. Alright guys, welcome back. I'm going to go to the other side of the car. Alright guys, so what I wanted to show here now is the voltage. Let me get this over here. The voltage from the front battery now is 14.53 volts. Now it's not changing much when the base hits at all. Now we're going to check the back, this battery right here. And now there is a little bit difference. Not much though. Oh, there we go. We dipped down into 13. Not much though. Staying pretty steady in the 14s. That's with the base going too. Alright, now I'm going to shut the base off. Okay, so now there's no bass at all. Now there's no radio playing. Now the voltage should read the same. Okay, so here's the front battery. We got 14.5 volts front battery. 14.5, oh, close enough. 14.49. That's close enough. All right, guys. So that's how you install your battery isolator. If you guys have any questions, please drop a comment down below. Alright, I had to get the camera over here. Alright. So if you guys have any questions, any comments, if you guys need any help with anything, don't be scared to ask. Drop a comment down below. Drop a question down below. I'll be sure enough to help you. Just give me a minute to answer. And we'll see you back real soon, guys. I got a couple surprises for you, so take care of yourselves and each other, guys. Peace.